We're going to be talking about the Plugin Alliance subscription bundle. It's been just absolutely getting pushed in my face, and I was like, you know what, let me check it out, and compare it to the Waves Creative Access one. We're gonna be talking about the price, the value, the sound quality, and like which one's worth your money. Let's talk about what are they like, what do we have, with the Plugin Alliance bundle and the Creative Access bundle. Waves Creative Access gives you over 220 plugins with their ultimate plan. So let's head over there first. Let's just watch this,
As a producer, I just want to be
quick
ready to
overview.
go
Let's see
and
what's
have everything
up.
right at my fingertips.
It's about having access to any tools that I need.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop right there and talk over the video. But yeah, their ultimate bundle gives you, 220 plugins, up to your disposal. You got some really, really, really popular ones, as you can see showing up in the video. I think they're great, honestly. You also get the updates, new plugins that are added. Yeah, so basically you get a lot of the stuff that, people are mostly known for, these really popular plugins that you probably see people talk about all the time. And then, that's just a little bit about Waves. And so let's see Plugin Alliance. Let's talk a little bit about that. So what do you get with Plugin Alliance? It is a more curated ecosystem for brands like SSL, Shadow Hills, Brainworks, like the typical high-end plugins, like stuff you find in studios, like emulated, gear. Like that's the kind of stuff you find here. And honestly, the way I like to differentiate from these, it's like this is for the producer. Like you can mix and stuff with these plugins. I mean, obviously you got channel strips and whatnot, but like in my head, like if it was me, if somebody were to come up to me on the street and were like, hey, what do you think about Waves Creative Access? I would tell them I think it's great for mixing and producing, especially for producing. You've got these things that create, the vocal effects, like just some of the stuff you get here, like Clarity VX, there's some like pitch correction stuff and, some really good, just some really good stuff that I see a lot of producers use all the time, as well as mixers, but this is just me in my head, in my head. Plugin Alliance for me really, really is, it's like the mixer, like the engineer. It's got everything he knows, everything he loves. Very opinion based, by the way. But yeah, to me, this is for the engineer. It's got all the really complicated, plugins, with a lot of knobs and buttons, and Waves is just super easy. As you can see. I mean, obviously you've got the synthesizers, but like a lot of their plugins are pretty easy to read and to really understand. Now let's talk about the pricing a little bit. Let's start over here with Creative Access pricing. I mean, they have like a lower tier. It's like $12.50 a month or $150 a year, or you have their ultimate subscription, which is $20.83, $15 a month if you pay monthly, $25 if you pay for the ultimate monthly. Obviously with the essentials you get a lot less. And yeah, I mean, if you go annual, you obviously save quite a bit. Plugin Alliance, though, I think it's way cheap. Their Pro is $15, and you get to pick 3 to own forever every year. You get their full 200 plus just with their core. That's huge to me, honestly. And then their Pro is $30 a month, but you get to pick 10 to own forever every year. And that to me is pretty huge. I'm not gonna lie. And you've got these other, Pro like discounts and whatnot, which is, I think it's great. That's I think would say the biggest difference is, you get these vouchers to keep them forever. And honestly, that's a game changer, especially if, plugins can get really expensive and you buy one at a time, and it's just a lot of money, man. So for my third point, honestly, I know the video's moving kind of fast. I'm talking fast. I'm going to give y'all the key differences, like at least for me. And one of them is like ownership, with Waves, if you stop paying, you will lose everything. All 240 plugins. They don't give you nothing to keep. No, nothing. With Plugin Alliance, you can own plugins over time. And I think that's great, honestly. I just talked about it in the last, in the last category, I would say. But yeah, ownership, plugin quantity versus quality. Waves gives you this 240, plus plugins, like massive library, Plugin Alliance, on the other hand, only gives you, what was the number? A much smaller library. I guess you can say it feels more like premium, just premium. Waves, you have quantity, you have, creativity, unlimited. Plugin Alliance, you have a quality, sorry. You have quality and you have precision. That's what I like. You have precision, Number 3, workflow and usability. Waves has a Studioverse and beginner friendly chains. Like, their presets are pretty strong, and the community for it online is just, oops, I did not mean to do that. Like, let's just search up YouTube, like, people talk about this stuff all the time. New user preset system and Waves plugins. Like this is like the go-to for like music creation. People get these all the time, and I'm pretty sure they're pretty popular. So definitely beginner friendly, like super easy. You saw like the comparison of the plugins, the knobs, pretty easy to learn, as opposed to some of the stuff here in the in the pro bundle, like whoa, you see this as a beginner, you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Waves has this beginner friendly production side, as a Plugin Alliance has more of like a engineering focused, less somebody holding your hand. You kind of just know what you're doing, load up the plugins, start really tweaking to your taste. Number 4 would be, for me, Waves is industry standard. Like, if you clicked on this video, it's because you probably heard the name Waves, Come on, like I'm telling you, everybody uses this, and Waves will shove it in your face. Their Grammy-winning producers and mixers use this all their time. So Plugin Alliance, known for their analog modeling, like I mentioned earlier in this video, somebody who knows the science behind the sound and whatnot, and I think that's great. Like I said, all of this is subjective. They're both great, legit, like they're both amazing. It's just, what are you looking for out of this subscription? And yeah, so a little quick summary of what's in what. So who should pick Waves? Who should pick Plugin Alliance? If you want everything in one place, if you're a beginner, intermediate, and even a professional, and you want like really fast results with presets and a lot of AI tools, if you're that producer, definitely go with this, like 100%. And even if you're a pro and inside out of Waves, like that's great. For me, I'd go with Plugin Alliance. If you want to own the plugins, obviously long term, I think that's huge for me. You want that high end analog style plugins, emulations, and you're a little more serious about like mixing. You're getting tracks, and you want the tools to mix that or master, especially if you don't produce that much. Waves has all that good stuff for producers. So I'm pretty sure throughout the video you already know who I'm sticking with, which is great. But let's just weigh out the things that I've talked about so far. Cheapest upfront value, then I'm pretty sure Waves wins that. You get a lot for $25 a month. And like, dude, and they always update. Like, they're always coming out with new plugins, like always. But if you're talking like long term, you want this subscription for a while. And I've already talked about ownership of these plugins quite a bit. So if you're looking to own long term, then 100% Plugin Alliance. That's where they have, that edge. If you're looking to start out, Waves, 100%. If you're looking to level up, learn a lot more, sure, save a little money, Plugin Alliance for me. But, just let me know in the comments, what do you think about both? Because, I've been getting Plugin Alliance shoved in my face for like 2 months straight. That's literally all I see ever. And I'm just like, wow, man, I gotta talk about this. I gotta do some research, because I knew about Plugin Alliance a long time ago, but I never really sat down to look at what they had to offer. So there's that. Yeah, thank you for watching. And honestly, you guys have been really good to me, even though I only have 62 subscribers, 9 videos. But I'm super thankful for the 18K on, you know, the 5 filter free stuff. Those are really seem to blow up for me. So I'm beyond grateful and thankful for that. Subscribe and, you know, just help us, you know, help a small creator grow a little bit. You know I don't post a lot, been a while, but you know, I do what I can. I work a full-time job in AV, and you know, I love sound, man. It's really, really, really my passion. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. 3 to 4 months, maybe a year. We'll see what happens. Y'all take care.